The national anthem will be played by our school band, directed by Miss Laura Goucher. Remove your hats and face the American flag. And thank you to our Mahtomedi High School Band and Miss Laura Goucher. Good evening, I'm Justin Hahn, the principal of Mahtomedi High School. I want to welcome you all to the 2024 Mahtomedi High School Commencement Ceremony. Congratulations to the 91st graduating class in our school's history. Tonight, we are here as a community to celebrate you, the class of 2024. And I know I speak for everyone in this arena when I say that we are all tremendously proud of you. For those of you gathered here with us, I want to take a moment to introduce you to this group of Zephyrs who will graduate before you today. The students in the MHS class of 2024 include 7 students who have an unweighted cumulative GPA of 4.0, 5 National Merit Scholarship finalists, and 3 commended scholars. 2 students who were selected to the 2024 Minnesota All-State Bands during both their junior and senior year. 2 students who were selected for the 2023-24 All-State Choir, and 1 that was selected for the 2024 Midwest Region Honor Choir. 6 awards were given to the cast of Addams Family, including 1 student, among only 6 statewide, was selected for the Hennepin Theater Trust Technical Theater Career Pathway. 48 students who completed the highest level of Spanish and passed the language proficiency exam, and 2 students who earned language certificates from the Minnesota Department of Education for their multi-language proficiency. 13 of our students conducted post-secondary biological research on proteins for pressing medical issues and diseases like osteogenesis imperfecta, which is a bone disease, and Alzheimer's disease. And one of our senior groups studied how engineered nanobodies from llamas could be used as a method to address the overexpression of HER2 membrane proteins found in some forms of breast cancer. 2 students who, through their advocacy efforts at City Council and Park Board meetings, designed and installed a monument to honor first responders. A student has taken their love for pottery into a business, and a student whose love for painting has turned into paid commissions, paid commissions for positive public art murals. 11 students from our business club, DECA, earned their opportunity to compete in the state tournament. 1 student placed 4th in the state competition entrepreneurship event, advancing them to the nationals in California, a first for MHS. Over 25 students will continue as student athletes after graduation. Over 200 student athletes contributed to our school's 38 conference championships, 31 section championships, and 3 state championships over the last 4 years. These are truly exceptional accomplishments, and just a snapshot of this group of Zephyrs. When I think of the MHS class of 2024, I think about community. This group of students started high school when the world and school schedule demanded their independence as learners, but as they persevered through their learning, they developed surprising community building skills, channeling these skills into our school community and beyond. Inside our school, we saw the creation of clubs like the Spirit Club and Essence Club, which elevated positive school culture and supported students to not only celebrate each other, but also bring them together and learn from one another. We also had the emergence of the super fans, who always got the crowds excited for our students, but it was you as a collective group that continued to show up for each other. During the state boys soccer quarterfinal game, I was driving the game layered in my best waterproof gear, thinking that given the weather conditions, there wouldn't be any students there to support the team. But that wasn't the case. Despite the horrible conditions, our fans, led by our seniors, were there to cheer on the team. That game said a lot about your commitment to showing up for one another. Your commitment to the community extends beyond our school walls. Many of you have taken advantage of our field psychology program experience and worked in our schools supporting teachers. This week, Principal Brisky at Wildwood Elementary shared with me that multiple teachers have shared with him that the class of 2024 is truly exceptional and like no other in your joy and care of supporting younger students. You've also shared your time as mentors to the middle school, in the STEM club, and in the band classes. 43 Mahtomedi High School students received recognition from the UN of the United States for their service work in our greater community. These students completed close to 3,000 hours of community service, with 6 of our students receiving ambassador awards for completing over 100 hours of service this year. Throughout your time together, your actions have consistently demonstrated how much you care about each other and those in our community. Building community is one of the most important skills you will take with you beyond the walls of Mahtomedi High School. As you reflect on your own individual journey and look forward to what is to come, please remember that none of you did it alone. As you celebrate your accomplishments today, don't forget to thank the people who helped you along the way. Zephyrs, I wish you the best as you continue to build on the foundation you created at Mahtomedi. At this time, I'd like to introduce Barb Duffrin, Superintendent of Mahtomedi Public Schools.
Good evening. On behalf of the Mahtomedi Public Schools School Board, administration, faculty, and staff, I'd like to welcome you to the Mahtomedi Class of 2024 commencement ceremony. Class of 2024, I am in awe of your growth, perseverance, optimism, and achievements as a class. And just as you have created a strong community together, I'd like to recognize the Zephyr community that has rallied behind you in seen and unseen ways to provide meaningful and rigorous learning experiences. First and foremost, I want to recognize our families. You've partnered with us to support your child's growth and development and supported our schools with countless hours of volunteering. Thank you for your commitment and for setting such a great example of community for our students. I also want to recognize our educators and staff who not only are leaders in their field, but commit to building relationships. Whether through the Zymology or Neuroscience Club, a communications or sports medicine internship, or a pop-up business, when students have ideas, you've stepped up to provide exceptional opportunities to let them lead and explore their interests. Class of 2024, I'm not sure you realize how much our community supports you. I attend lots of events, performing arts, sports, academic presentations. It is common for me to find myself beside someone who no longer has children in the schools, but continues to attend events because of how much they enjoy staying connected to our schools. In fact, just this week at the state tennis tournament, I ran into 2 community members who came to cheer on their neighbor and stayed to cheer on the rest of the team. Quite simply, there's nothing like the way Mahtomedi community shows up for our students. This spring, we hosted a community conversation which included community members and alumni, and we asked the participants to spend a couple of hours sharing what skills and dispositions they believe our graduates will need to be successful in college and career. We heard about the importance of being self-directed, collaborative, and self-aware, about being curious, ethical, and being willing to accept feedback. Our schools are using the input from our community to continue to build exceptional learning opportunities. But here's what you need to know, graduates. We had so many people show up for the conversation. Why? because our community wants nothing but the best for you. Your Mahtomedi community wants you to be successful, and no matter where your path takes you, please remember you have so many people, many you haven't even met yet, in your corner. Class of 2024, I encourage you to remember the support you've received and consider showing your gratitude by supporting those who come after you. As you progress through your education or career, I hope you will seize opportunities to give advice, mentor, and lead others. Please continue to be part of the community you've experienced here. And so, as you leave us, know you are prepared. You have an excellent academic foundation, and you take with you unique experiences to help spark that future you want to create. Above all else, you take with you the unending support and admiration of your teachers, families, friends, and the entire Zephyr community. Congratulations, and go Zephyrs.
Thank you, Ms. Duffrin. Please direct your attention to the Mahtomedi High School Band, directed by Ms. Laura Goucher, as they perform Caravana After Party by Omar Thomas. They will be joined by our seniors in their last musical performance. This year's student speaker is Ben Mitchell. Ben has been involved in many activities throughout his high school career, including student section superfan, member of Link Crew, and a member of FCA. His future plans include attending the University of Mississippi to study political science on a pre-law track. Please welcome Ben Mitchell.
Well, this is a little bit different than speaking into the mirror, but my Alexa told me an interesting fact when I was writing this speech. She said that people tend to lose focus when listening to other people talk after about 8 minutes or so. So I'm going to keep it even shorter than that so we can move on to tonight's celebrations. My name is Ben Mitchell, and although I'm not the valedictorian or maybe even your senior captain, I have the tremendous honor and privilege of speaking on behalf of our 2024 graduating class. Who would have thought that 4 years ago we would go from walking down one-way hallways to now walking across this stage to get our diplomas? Over these last 4 years, we've been shown that we truly live in a world that is plagued with dangers. A global pandemic, wars, and even a kid jumping over the glass after a state championship. And despite all the odds, we still managed to graduate. Graduation is a big thing. Like Kenny Chesney likes to sing, it just don't happen twice. We're closing one yearbook cover and opening another. It just don't happen twice. We're leaving those you had snack with in kindergarten or had a crush on in middle school. It just don't happen twice. But those endless presentations, we hope those don't happen twice. As we sit here today in our funny-looking bathrobes and our square hats, we need to reflect on the impact that we had as students at Mahtomedi High School. We had over 30 state tournament appearances and everything from hockey to tennis and even robotics, just to name a few. We had 6 amazing performances, and we even started a movement that would gain national attention just by wearing t-shirts to a hockey game. All of these things demonstrate that our graduating class has the ability to succeed in any area of life that we choose to be in. Whether you're going to college or trade school, or even starting working right after high school, you now have the opportunity to start new and prosper in any environment that you are in. Typical high school lasts about 4 years. 4 years to make the friends and make the memories you'll be able to tell your kids. But we did it in 3. We had an entire year taken away from us. The beginning of our high school career was behind a screen, sharing notes and maybe even answers with each other, but we gained so much more in just that 1 year. We gained the strength and determination to keep pushing through and succeed as Zephyrs. As we enter the real world, I have to wonder, how are we going to do as a class? Should I be scared? Yes, I should. We can't even drive in the high school parking lot without getting into accidents. People, Blue Lot is not the area for bumper cars. But that's okay. After enduring the last 4 years that we spent together in student sections and in classrooms, I can confidently say that the class of 2024 will persevere and jump over any obstacle that we have in front of us. And yes, those obstacles may include washing your own clothes or even your own sheets, or maybe even taking a shower every day because, oh my, does that lunch line smell bad. But don't worry, because the people to your left and the people to your right have been through the same experiences, and the class of 2024 will pull through together. I love how legendary NC State basketball coach Jim Valvano says that every day you should laugh, you should think, and you should have your emotions move to tears. Do that every day, 7 days a week, and you're going to have something special. We will forever be connected as Zephyrs and as the class of 2024. And if we can remember that life isn't measured by money, fame, or fortune, but rather by the connections we form in life with the people around us, our lives will be filled with happiness and success and plenty of moments that will forever be engraved inside of our hearts and inside of our minds. Before I wrap up, I want to give a special thanks to our parents for sacrificing everything for us. our teachers and staff who would do anything for us to succeed, and finally each other. We would never be here today without each and every one of us making each other smile in the hallways, help with group projects, and just making our lives better as students at Mahtomedi High School. And finally, I personally want to thank ChatGPT for helping me write the conclusion to this speech. Just kidding, Mr. Hahn. To the class of 2024, I wish you nothing but the best in everything you face in life. And remember that Mahtomedi is a place you can always call home. Thank you.
Thank you, Ben. Each year, seniors nominate one member of the staff to address them at their graduation ceremony. Mr. Christensen is a 1983 graduate of Hill City High School and received his undergrad degree from Bemidji State University and his graduate degree from UW River Falls. He has taught English and on occasion mathematics for 35 years, the last 24 of which have been here at Mahtomedi High School. Beyond his love of teaching, he enjoys swimming, hiking, music, baseball, and trees. Please welcome Mr. Christensen.
Parents, family, friends, school board members, administrators, faculty and staff, distant relatives listening in on cell phone, my bros on Discord, and especially you, the graduating class of 2024, allow me to begin my remarks this evening with a short 3-act play entitled Boy Sends Wolf Back to the Wild. Act 1, Boy Finds Wolf. Golly, it sure is a great day out here in these woods. Hey, what's that? It looks like a lost little dog. Come here, come here. Wow, you're a nice dog. Hey, you don't have a collar. Don't you have a home? Would you like to come home with me? You would? Come on. Hey, Dad, look what I found out in the woods. A lost little dog. That is not a dog, that is a wolf pup. Cool. Nothing cool about it. That wolf has got to go back to the wild. Oh, but Dad, can't he stay with us just for a short time? Maybe for a short time. We'll see. Thanks, Dad. Act 2, the DNR agent arrives. Jimmy, word is in town you've been keeping a wolf pup out here. Yeah, the boy found him out in the woods, rather attached to him. Yeah, well, that don't make no never mind. That wolf's got to go back to the wild. Oh, but the boy's going to be mighty heartbroken. Well, I trust you'll do the right thing. Yeah, yep. Bye. Bye. Bobby? Yeah, Dad? Bobby, the DNR agent was just here, and he says that wolf's got to go back to the wild. Oh, but Dad, no buts about it. I trust you'll do the right thing. Okay, Dad. Act 3, boy sends wolf back to the wild. Come on. Come on now. Here you go. Hey, let me take that collar off. You're not going to need that anymore. Now just remember that no matter what, no matter where you are, I'll always love you and I'll always be missing you. Goodbye. No, you can't follow me home. This is your home. Go on. No, you go away. Go away. I hate you. The end. All good students of literature, like the students you see here before you, they know that when the boy says, I hate you, he doesn't mean that. No, he loves the wolf pup. He's going to miss the wolf pup, but he knows it's time for them to separate, and he knows that sometimes harsh words like that are needed in order to make that separation possible. I tell you this story tonight, graduates, because right now you are basking in the glow of graduation. All eyes in this arena are upon you, and for the next several weeks, people are going to be smiling just to be in your presence, knowing that you have done great things and you are a recent graduate. Sometime around the end of July, early August though, your parents are going to look you in the eye and say, "We hate you, go away." They don't mean that. They just know it's time for you to move along, and they're trying to speed that process up a bit. I tell you this story also because it is a story, and stories are important and impactful, and there's something that can really help us out. And before I explain how stories do that, let me explain why I think stories are necessary. We live in neither the best of times nor the worst of times. We just live in our own particular time. And like all people throughout human history, we have our own unique challenges. And one of the challenges you face, graduates, is that there are adults who want you to pick a side. And I'm not talking this side or this side. I'm talking this side or this side. And the people on this side think that the people on this side have never had a good idea in their lives. And the people on this side think the people on this side are not even people, they're animals. And when you start talking to these people, either one of these groups, about collaboration or compromise, well, they think that's some sort of moral failing. I don't think collaboration or compromise is some indicator of a moral failing. I think it's an indicator of civilization. So, how do stories help? Stories help by giving us a connection to shared experiences. And when we understand that we have some sort of shared experience, we are more likely to collaborate and to compromise. Now, some people don't even want to hear some other people's stories. They'll look at somebody and say, "Oh man, there's no need to collaborate or compromise with that guy. He's got everything going for him." I mean, look at me. I am 5'9" tall and an English teacher. I know. And even though 5'9" is the ideal height, there are times when things do not go my way. To illustrate, let me tell you a story. It is mid-December, and I'm in my classroom getting ready for first hour English 12 class, and one of my students comes in, Victoria Nelson. Yes, that Victoria Nelson, super scholar, outstanding athlete, co-captain of the Roseville Mahtomedi Marauder hockey team, and a person nice enough to allow me to share this story tonight. And she comes up to me and she says, "Hey, Mr. C, do you have time to go to a hockey game tonight?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I think I can do that. I think I can swing a hockey game." She says, oh, good. Listen, it's a teacher appreciation night." Oh my, I think. I'm about to be teacher appreciated by one of the co-captains of the hockey team. I knew that teaching Beowulf would pay off someday. And all of this is flashing through my brain in about 3/4 of a second, and Victoria is continuing to talk, and she says, "Yeah, I asked Mr. Gary, but he was busy." And then another image flashes into my brain, that of Ken from the Barbie movie. "Doesn't seem to matter what I do, I'm always number 2. No one knows how hard I try. Oh, hi." Yeah, it turned out okay, actually. I went to a hockey game, got a picture with the co-captain, got a free hockey puck, and I had a pretty nice night. But still, second place to Rob Gary? I have experienced loss. Well, I know this is a little bit silly, and so if you're not really inclined to still look at me as somebody worthy of collaboration or cooperation, I'll be a little more serious. My mother passed away when I was 9 years old. I lost one of my brothers when I was 20, and my dad died a year before I got married. And those are some significant things. And you might be thinking, though, Mr. C, everybody experiences loss. And you're right, and that's the point. We all experience loss. You have shared some of those things in your essays. You have talked about an injury that has caused you to lose a sports season, or an injury that has taken that sport away from you entirely. You've talked about the loss of a grandparent who isn't here tonight to celebrate graduation with you. You've talked about struggles with mental health or identity. And you've also told stories about joys, about going up to the Boundary Waters canoe area or out to Yellowstone, or a shared family meal at Thanksgiving, or just some good noodles at Master Noodle on University. And in all these times in which you've shared stories, whether they're joys or whether they're sorrows, you've opened up yourself and revealed your humanity. And when we do that, when we open up and not just pour out our own story, but listen to the other people's stories and recognize our shared humanity, then we are more likely to collaborate, to compromise, and to show compassion. Now, what happens when we don't do that? When we don't open up, when we don't either tell a story or hear a story? Well, then that leads to misunderstanding. It leads to prejudgment. It leads to prejudice. Now, this is kind of a minor thing, but I'll just say that I have never liked the Dodgers. Just never liked the Dodgers, didn't like their fans, for no reason whatsoever. Just didn't like them. Well, over the last 5 years, I've had the opportunity to go to LA a couple occasions. Once with my family, and once with the 2022 Band Choir's 2022 Spring Break Southern California Extravaganza. Whoop, whoop. How many people? A few people? Yep. All right, way to go. Thank you, Ms. Goucher. All right, so when I was in LA, I talked to people from LA. I heard their stories, and it turns out people from LA are people who want good schools for their kids, a vacation on occasion, some peace and quiet, and they happen to also want the Dodgers to win, just the same way I want my Twins to win. And so now, when the Dodgers win, I say, hey, good for them, good deal. I still hate the Yankees, though, but I've never been to New York. And I suppose I should make a point of doing that, because I know that if I go to New York and I talk to some of the people there, I'm going to end up liking the people and realizing that a Yankee fan is like a Twins fan, and everything's all good. Now, again, you might say that's not the deepest example, so I'm going to end with something that's a little bit more significant. I'm going to end with a story that ties me to millions of people, millions of people. In 1868, my great-great-grandparents on my mother's side, Anton and Elizabeth Dichtel, came from Germany to America with their 12-year-old boy, Joe. Now, I knew all these statistics. I knew all this fact about this, but I never knew why they came to America. So one day, I asked my grandpa, I said, Grandpa, why did your grandparents leave Germany in 1868 and come to America? And he says, oh, well, at that time, King Wilhelm I was in charge of the Prussian-German alliance, and his right-hand man was Otto von Bismarck. And both those guys really liked going to war with their neighbors. They were going to war with Austria, and then with Denmark, and then with France. And Anton and Elizabeth looked at their 12-year-old boy, and they said, our son is not going to die in a senseless battle, in a senseless war. They didn't come to America looking for 40 acres of land or a better job. They came so their kid could grow up in peace. And think about the millions of people who are doing that all over the planet today, even as we speak. When I know that the story of these people is the same story as my people, even if it's separated by 156 years, well then, am I not more likely to collaborate? Am I not more likely to compromise? Am I not more likely to show some compassion? You bet I am. Let me end with a compliment and a few reminders. First, the compliment. You guys do a good job sharing your stories. Whenever Miss Scott or Miss Llewellyn or I asked you to write a college application essay or a personal memoir or deliver a speech, we said make sure you include a story about yourself to make it real, to make it impactful, and you've done that. And not only did you do that, you listened respectfully to to the stories of your peers. And you made English 12 a really good class environment, and you're to be commended for that. Keep it up. That's my first reminder, is keep it up. The compliment, you do a great job. The first reminder, keep it up. The second reminder is remember the story of Anton and Elizabeth and Joe Dichtel. And remember that people out there like them who make that difficult choice to pack up and move for the peace of their children, they're to be respected. And finally, I think I can speak on behalf of not just myself, but on behalf of everybody here and my bros on Discord, that we'd all like you to remember the story of the boy and the wolf pup. Yeah, remember, continue to tell stories, continue to listen to stories. Remember Anton, Elizabeth, and Joe, and remember the story of the boy and the wolf pup. Remember that no matter what harsh words he uses, no matter what he says, he loves the wolf pup. He's going to miss the wolf pups, but he knows it's time to let go and for them to move on and grow. So, on behalf of everybody here, I say, well, we say our final words to you, class of 2024, and I say these words with all sincerity. Go away. We hate you. Thanks.
All right, thank you, Mr. Christensen. And seniors, you can't go away just yet, okay? Now to the good part about the presentation of our graduates. Thank you to our school board members, Stacy Stout, Kelly Regan, Paul Donna, Lucy Payne, Jenny Peterson, and Ryan Dolman, and Superintendent Barb Duffin for their leadership and support of all of our students and staff at Mahtomedi Public Schools. Thank you to all district employees for your passion and commitment to our students. It is through the relationships that you build with students that spark their curiosity, support them to embrace setbacks throughout the learning process, and inspire them to follow their dreams. Would all district employees and school board members please stand for a moment to be recognized? A big thank you to our families, or to the families and friends for supporting our 2024 graduates, not only throughout this last year, but throughout their entire K-12 educational experience. All right, class of 2024, are you ready? Members of the class of 2024, please stand. Members of the Board of Education, School Board Chair Stacy Stout and Superintendent Barb Duffin, the members of the class of 2024 have fulfilled all the requirements for graduation from Mahtomedi High School as set forth by the Minnesota Department of Education and the Board of Education of the Mahtomedi School District 832. In recognition of this achievement, they are entitled to their diplomas as graduates of Mahtomedi High School.
On behalf of the school board, I acknowledge these graduates as completing all requirements of the class of 2024 and congratulate them on their achievements.
Junior honor guards, please stand, and counselors take the stage to read the class roll. The front row of students, please remain standing, and the rest of the class of 2024 may be seated.
Naif Abdulaziz. Sartu Ahmed. Rachel Alexson. Jack Alaben. Jackson Anderson. Rebecca Anderson. Marissa Arkand. Fatima Ba. Michael Berry. Kaylan Baskin Lamia. Brooke Bauer. McKenna Bauer. Natalie Bolio. Thomas Becker. Isabel Bafidi. Justin Beersdorf. Olivia Bankston. Catherine Bennett. Trig Berger. Rylan Berry. Lauren Bierman. Caitlin Birkland. Adele Bodensteiner. Charles Brandt. William Bruentrup. William Brummel. Kari Commander. Alexander Buckingham. Emerson Buckley. Caroline Burge. Eric Butke. Isabella Cardenas. Olivia Carley. Bennett Carlson. Matthew Carlson. Olivia Carlson. Samuel Carson. Jonathan Carter. Evelyn Sigelski. Aradhna Chandra. Spencer Christensen. Derek Schul. Zoe Kohler. Talia Collins. Maverick Cook. Ella Corey. Lucas Cortez. Lauren Coy. Amanda Craig. Sean Crothers. Ella Dahlberg. Ella Daniels. Matthew Doffenbach. Annika DiCarlo. Drew Degnan. Maisie DeGroat. Stella DeMars. Jan DeWeese. Saeed Diata. Ishna Didwania. Joshua Donna. Cairo Duville. Amal Dubad. Elizabeth Dupay. Sophia Duenhager. Gavin Dvorak. Richard Egan. Natalie Eisenhuth. Cole Idle. Obaid Elhaj. Isaiah Erickson. Jack Erickson. C. Evans. Jamal Farah. Claire Faulkner. Maxwell Faust. Austin Felling. Megan Foistel. Catherine Foley. Alexandra Fox. Jack Frabel. Alexis Freeges. Julia Fusi. Emma Game. Nina Gillette. Lauren Gomez. Stella Grabo. Christina Graebner. Nico Gratke. James Gravely. Mary Kate Grills. Gabriel Grinstead. Tyler Gunderson. Caden Helene. Elsie Hammer. Jack Harrigan. Jacob Hauer. Zoe Hauer. Kennedy Hain. Ella Heath. Evan Heinch. Maxwell Hendrickson. Jaden Hensler. Lily Herlick. Liberty Heyer. Jake Hod Klebeck. Catherine Hoffman. Max Hone. Caleb Holty. Alexander Huberty. Mason Hughes. Yasmin Hussein. Nathaniel Jackson. Luke Jacobson. Ella Jacobus. Astoria Jesperson. Adam Johnson. Alice Johnson. Annalise Johnson. Brody Johnson. Evan Johnson. Hannah Johnson. Maxwell Johnson. Moss Carricker. Michael Castle. Francis Kassler. Tristan Kuning. Tyler Keyborn. Ella Cletty. John Napstein. Alexander Kolosov. Ayana Kolstad. Patrick Cosell. Robert Kronschnabel. Dean Kulafai. Nathan Kulafai. Mary Kurzak.
Callista Kerr. Mitchell Kushke. Nils Landis. Ian Landgren. Eric Larson. Anthony Larson. Benjamin Larson. Alexander LaValle. Benjamin LaValle. Ethan Lehner. Owen Lear. Catherine Lengel. Mikhail Leopold. William Lieberman. Esther Lim. Angel Little. Fiona Majors. Alec Mahoney. Margaret Major. Aiden Mamer. Andrew Marchant. Vincent Isabel Marcoux. Mark Martin. Morgan Marks. Jason Maurer. Jonah McCormick. Dylan McGlade. Alexa McCusick. Ivy McPherson. Hannah Meslow. Annika Meyer. Emnet Million. Benjamin Mitchell. Griffin Mitchell. Lauren Mitchell. Caitlin Moulton. Anna Mosley. Sunali Mua. Chase Moyna. Lena Mueller. Annika Munson. Maria Neely. Greta Nelson. Roy Nelson. Victoria Nelson. Grace Newman. William Newman. Tristan Wynn. Elizabeth Novak. Kyla Ock. Dakota O'Connor. Grace Olson. Dylan Onduko. Hudson Otto. Dylan Patsy. Natalie Patsy. Ryder Petticourt. Eloise Peterson. Abigail Peterson. Madeline Peterson. Noah Peterson. Ayla Pilrain. Landon Pogreba. Cole Potvin. Riley Poulin. Ella Prose. Samuel Rathmanner. Audrey Radine. Cameron Redpath. Robert Reich. Genevieve Reyes. Joseph Riley. Emily Rippentrop. Cole Sanger. Gunnar Sather. Terry Shifsky. Lucas Shimnowski. Kaya Schlager. Micah Schmidt. Carter Schmitz. Mason Schneider. Reagan Schrankler. Will Schwieters. Jacob Schweitz. Olivia C. Seaton Seidel. Summer Seidel. Cameron Sheeran. Kerrigan Sheezer. Sophie Shores. Elia Showers. Kaven Christoph Simmons. Benjamin Smith. Elliot Smith. Corinne Smith. Sadie Stembridge. Savannah Stockness. Sophia Strand. Max Strecker. Lindsay Sullivan. Cole Swanson. Tyler Swanson. Brett Swiston. Wyatt Tarnowski. Tristan Taylor. Alyssa Terry. Mia Terry. August Tiber.
Let's go, August!
Charles Tyne. Samuel Tyne. Alexander Then. Isabella Thompson. Petrus Tainsma. David Chornholm. Taylor Toberman. Emily Trudeau. Faith Trudeau. Lily Turner. Taya Tuttle. Claire Velke. Gabe Vick. Megan Wakefield. Aiden Wald. Emma Wallach. Eugene Wegleitner. Ava Welshinger. Callan Whitehead. Carson Winter. Solana Winter. Charlie Werka. Anna Wisniewski. Nikki Worry. Mary Wynia. Vincent Zhang. Brooke Zemke.
All right, how about one more round of applause for our 2024 graduates? At this time, I would like to introduce our vocal performer, Greta Nelson. Greta has been in the Mahtomedi High School choir for 4 years and served as the choir's public relations officer her junior year and the choir co-president her senior year. Greta was selected in the Minnesota State 10th grade honor choir and the MMEA all-state choir in both 11th and 12th grade. She has received superior ratings in solo ensemble contests and the Outstanding Performer Award. Greta was selected to sing in the Metro East Choir 2 years in a row. This year, she received the National School Choral Award and the Outstanding Senior Choir Member Award. Greta plans to attend Concordia College in the fall for music and communications. The song she will be singing is Whenever You Remember by Carrie Underwood. Greta selected this song for its reflections on memories and shared experiences of the journey of growing up and the changes that come with it. Please welcome Greta Nelson.
When you look back on times we had, I hope you smile and know that through the good and through the bad, I was on your side when nobody can pull us down. We claimed the brightest star and we came so far. And know that you won't forget. Yeah. Whenever you remember times gone by, remember how we held our heads so high. When all this world is there for us, we believe that we could touch the sky. Whenever you remember proud when you look back and see how far we've come. It was our time to shine, and nobody could pull us down. They thought they'd see us fall, but we stood so tall, and know they won't forget. Yeah. Whenever you remember times gone by, remember how we held our heads so high. When all this world was there for us, we believed that we could touch the sky. Whenever you remember, I'll be there. Remember how we reached that dream together. Whenever you remember, we claimed the brightest star, and we came so far, you know. We show them all, and know they won't forget. Yeah. Whenever you remember times gone by, remember how we held our heads so high. When all this world was there for us, we believed that we could touch the sky. Whenever you remember, I'll be there. Remember how we reached our dreams together. Whenever you remember. Whenever you remember. Oh, whenever you remember.
Thank you, Greta, for that amazing performance. All right, a couple final things here as we wrap up the evening. I want to thank our office staff, Susan Decker, Lisa Gasick, Joan DeMars, Jody Brisky, and Melissa Burke for all their hard work in setting this ceremony up. A lot goes on behind the scenes, and they are a vital part of helping all our students and staff throughout the school year. To our counseling staff, Ellen Cole, Ann Erickson, John Akins, and Keith Miley. I'd also like to thank Dennis Jocelyn and SEC TV for the live video feed on YouTube and Facebook Live. And with that, Zephyrs, it has been an honor working with you. Members of the class of 2024, please stand. All right. So families and friends, at this time I'll have you get your cameras ready, your phones ready. And on the count of 3, they're going to throw their caps in the air here, okay? All right. Zephyrs, 1, 2, 3. All right, junior honor guards, lead out our graduates, please. And that's our cue.